Hi dear friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Silvana, and in today's tutorial I'm gonna show you how to crochet these beautiful fingerless gloves that looks like knitted but are made only with crochet stitches. These gloves are a matching set with a beanie that I have it on my channel, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and to watch the tutorial for that beanie. I will leave a link in the description box for the beanie tutorial so you can make a matching set. These gloves are really stretchy, as you can see, and they give a perfect fit, comfortable fit, and I love it because they are great for these chilly days. The pattern is working up quickly, which makes it great for any last minute gifts that you have for Christmas or any occasion. The design of this beanie is a unisex design. It's great for everyone in your family, great for anyone. You can just change the color and make it for anybody in your family. I will leave a link in the description box where you can find the pattern written for 3 sizes. Today I will make the gloves in adult size, this size. Also, these gloves are a perfect stash buster because they use a little bit of yarn. I used less than 50 grams for this. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. While you are here, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, to hit the notification bell to stay updated to all my videos and tutorials. I have many projects prepared for you, so make sure you stay tuned so you can access all of them. For today, I will be using worsted weight yarn. I have here size 4 worsted weight yarn, a blend of acrylic and wool, 5 millimeters hook, 1 yarn needle, stitch marker, and some scissors. So we'll start our work by placing a slip knot on our hook. So we twist the yarn into a ring, insert the hook through the ring, grab the yarn, pull the yarn through, and pull the yarn tail tight. Now we will work a foundation chain of 21 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21. So we have here 21 chain stitches. We'll start row 1 by skipping the first stitch that is here, first stitch from the hook, skipping this stitch, and working in the second stitch from the hooks. We yarn over, we insert the hook in the second stitch, grab the yarn, we pull the yarn through, and then we pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. So this is a yarn over slip stitch, or half double slip stitch is also called. In the next stitch we'll work another yarn over slip stitch. So we yarn over, insert the hook in the next chain, grab the yarn, pull the yarn through, and now pull that loop through the 2 loops on the hook. And this is a second yarn over slip stitch. Another yarn over slip stitch in the next stitch, insert the hook, grab the yarn, and now pull that loop, the last loop or the yarn, through the 2 loops on the hook. So we have 3 yarn over slip stitches until now made. We'll continue to work a total of 8 yarn over slip stitches. Yarn over, insert the hook in the next chain, pull up a loop and pull that loop through the next 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, insert the hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop and pull that loop through the next 2 loops on the hook. So we'll continue working yarn over slip stitches until we have a total of 8 yarn over slip stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So one more yarn over slip stitch to go. So this is how they look. So in the next stitch we will work a slip stitch, and now we will place a stitch marker on our first slip stitch here, and we will continue to work one slip stitch in each chain across. So we will have a total of 12 slip stitches. So this is how our work looks on row 1. We chain 1 and we turn our work. In this row and in all the rows we will work using only the back loop of the stitch. You see the V here on the top of the stitch? We will use only the back loop of the V, this bar that is farther from you, and we will insert the hook there under that loop, and we will work a slip stitch. Make sure you keep a loose tension when you work the slip stitches. In the next stitch you will work a slip stitch in the back loop, and again in the next stitch you will continue to work a slip stitch in the back loop of the stitch. So we'll continue to work one slip stitch in the back loop of the stitch until we reach the stitch marker here. So a total of 12 slip stitches in the back loop. So now we are where the stitch marker is. We'll work our last slip stitch there, and now we take the stitch marker and we place it on the top of our last slip stitch. It will make it easier to know where to change. And in the next stitch we will work again a yarn over slip stitch in the back loop. So we yarn over, insert the hook under the back loop of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull that loop through the 2 loops on the hook. This is a yarn over slip stitch. So we'll continue to work one yarn over slip stitch in each stitch across. You can have a loose or a relaxed tension in your stitches because it will make the gloves stretchy. So here are our last yarn over slip stitches. We should have 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 yarn over slip stitches. We chain 1 and we turn our project, and now for row 3 we will work a yarn over slip stitch in the back loop. We will continue to work every stitch in the back loop of the stitch. So yarn over and work a yarn over slip stitch in the first 8 stitches. So actually to the stitch marker, and where the stitch marker is where we start to work our slip stitches. So here we are at the stitch marker, so we will start now working a slip stitch in the back loop of the stitch. We'll place again the stitch marker here, and continue to work a slip stitch in the back loop only of each stitch across. So a total of 12 slip stitches. Make sure to keep a loose tension when you work the slip stitches. It will be much easier when you will work in the next row. If you are a tight crocheter, you can go up a hook size. So this is row 3. For row 4 we chain 1 and we repeat row 2. So we slip stitch in the back loop of the first stitch and of all the stitches to the stitch marker, a total of 12 slip stitches. Okay, now that we reached the stitch marker, we will place it on the top of our last slip stitch here, and we'll continue to work 1 yarn over slip stitch in the next 8 stitches in each stitch to the end of the row. And now at the end of row 4 we will chain 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to form our shape to work this part. We worked 8 chain stitches. We turn our work, and for row 5 we skip the first chain from the hook, and in the next chain, in the second chain, we work a yarn over slip stitch. We'll continue to work a yarn over slip stitch in each chain across, just like we worked on the foundation chain. And now we will continue to work yarn over slip stitches in the back loop of the first stitch, and in the back loop of each stitch to the stitch marker. So here I reached the stitch marker. I worked a total of 15. You should have a total of 15 yarn over slip stitches in this row until now. And now we will continue to work 1 slip stitch in the back loop of the next 12 stitches. So place the stitch marker there to know where we change the stitches. And we'll continue to work 1 slip stitch in the back loop of each stitch. So this is the end of row 5. For row 6 we chain 1 and we work a slip stitch in the back loop of the first stitch, and we continue to work a slip stitch in the back loop of each stitch to the stitch marker, a total of 12 stitches. Place the stitch marker on the last stitch and work yarn over slip stitch in the next 15 stitches, so all the way across in the back loop. If it's easier for you, you can hold the stitch like this and it will work great. So this is the end of row 6. For row 7 we chain 1 and we work 1 yarn over slip stitch in each stitch, a total of 15 stitches, or to the stitch marker. Okay, I'm at the stitch marker. I will work a slip stitch there in the next stitch in the back loop. Place the stitch marker and work a slip stitch in each stitch in the back loop to the end of the row. Just don't forget to have a loose tension when you work your slip stitches. Okay, so this is how our work looks. As you can see, already we started to have this knitted design. Now you need to continue to repeat the last 2 rows until you reach row 27. Here is my project. I worked a total of 27 stitches. I ended on this end, okay, where I ended with 12 slip stitches. Now we will continue to work also this part. We chain 1 and we turn our work. We will work 1 slip stitch in the back loop of the first 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Place the stitch marker here on my last slip stitch. And now, if you remember, here we worked a total of 8 yarn over slip stitches. So we'll continue to work a total of 8 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We chain 1 and we turn our work and work 1 yarn over slip stitch in the first 8 stitches to the stitch marker. This is our second row, or short rows. So we have 1, 2. So this was row 27, this is 28 and 29 row. 29. Now we reach the stitch marker. We will continue to work slip stitches in the back loop. For third short row, we will repeat the first round. So we will chain 1 and turn. We'll work 12 slip stitches in the back loop. And I will continue the row. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chain 1 and turn. And now for our last row, we will work 8 yarn over slip stitches in the first 8 stitches. And we'll continue with 12 slip stitches. And this is how our project looks. So now we want to decide which size we will use for the front size. Is this or this size? I like it better this way, so the V's are facing upwards. Chain 1. I will bring the two sides together. So the right side is facing up. So we bring these two sides together like this. And we insert the hook in the first foundation chain and in the back loop of the first stitch and work a slip stitch. Okay, now we will insert the hook in the second foundation chain and in the back loop of the next of the corresponding stitch of the other side and work a slip stitch. So we'll continue to work one slip stitch, inserting the hook through the foundation row and through the corresponding stitch on the other side, all the way to the end of the row here. Okay, so I reached the end of the row. I will chain up, chain 1 and pull tight, fasten off and cut the yarn off. So now I will insert the hook here on this side, so right here, just insert the hook and attach the yarn and join and chain 1, and now I will slip stitch, inserting the hook through the foundation chain just as we did here on the other side and through the back loop of the stitch. Chain 1, pull tight and cut the yarn off. All we are left to do now is to hide the yarn tails inside. I will just join it one more time here, just to, and now we can just weave the needle. Cut the yarn off, and we will do the same with each yarn tail. So we turn our glove on the inside out. And here is how our gloves look. Let's try it. Just has a perfect fit. And look how gorgeous this stitch is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment below what color are you making these gloves. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with all my videos and tutorials. Bye everyone, and I will see you on my next tutorial.